Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is a super soulful Sunday out there, everybody. Rose, how do you feel today?
Girl, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Vicky. You look so pretty. You glowing. You got
Girl,
you have your Sunday morning glow
that's
on.
what it is. It's the joy of the Lord.
What? What? Yes, it is. But I tell you what, me and the joy of the Lord did not want to get out of bed this morning. What? I have gone to sleep, woken back up 2-3 times, and when it's time to get up, it says lay down. But I said, I can't lay down. I got to come and talk to the people.
That's right. That's right.
So
Yeah, look, we have work to do on today. We have work to do on today.
You know what, though? That's one of the sacrifices that I had to make this morning.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's always a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not always a bad sacrifice. Because after we talked to you all this morning, I can go back to sleep.
That's it. That's it. We're excited to be here today because today, with everything that has been going on in the world, first of all, for those of you who don't know me, I am Vicki Kirk May, better known as the Educator's Passion Accelerator, the Educator's Evolutionist. I'm about transforming the lives of educators so that they can be all, do all, have all that God intended for them to have on this side of glory. And so I'm excited today, Rose, because if we're living, if we're breathing, then that means that we have an opportunity to live that abundant life, to get it right, to take the necessary steps that we need to take in order to live and be the best version of who we really be. And so I'm just excited that I'm among the living on today.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Vicky. Because if you opened your eyes this morning, God blessed you.
That's it.
Blessings don't always have to be this big, glorious miracle. Boom. If he opened your eyes this morning, he touched you with a blessing.
That's
it. You know what that blessing says? I have yet another day.
That's right.
To get it right, to find my way, to grow, and to manifest my dreams.
That's it. That's it. And which is a great segue to why we're here this morning. Because with everything that's going on in the world, and and I guess to the natural eye, it's all gloom and doom and woe to me. And I read different posts, that's saying, hey, let's go back to 2019, or let's just hurry up and do away with 2020. And I've just never felt like that. And so I know the state that the world is in right now, but today we're going to talk about taking back control of your life and your business, because it's possible. I don't care what's going on in the world. If we don't believe that and that in quotation mark, that it's possible, then we have already lost the fight. And so today, me and my super beautiful, jazzy co-host, we're going to be talking about how you can take back the control, because emotions are everywhere. Our thoughts are everywhere, in and out, up one day, down the next, to the left one day, to the right the next day, straddling the fence one moment, up here, we're ascending and descending. We don't know where to, what to do, where to go, who to talk to. And to me, that's a sign of chaos. And so today we want to just help you at least begin the journey to taking back control of your life and your business. And I'm excited. I'm going to try Rose, how do you feel about that? Do you, share your thoughts on that while I try and share this broadcast out? For those of you who have not shared this broadcast, has not tagged your business bestie or someone that you're close to that that may be struggling in this time, you need to tag them and you need to let them know, yeah, there is hope, because there is.
When you say, these are my feelings, when you say that emotions have been up and down and all around, to and fro, my emotions with everything that's going on has been that happy one day, sad the next, crying in 1 minute, not in the other. It's a lot to handle. It's a lot to try to decipher through. But there's hope. Because as I said earlier, if God woke you up this morning and in your right mind, because he could have woke you up, but your mind might be a little off, but you can always pull it back in. So right now, everybody that's with us, let's take a deep breath. Your breathing can bring you back to your center. So that you can try to get some of those thoughts in order. Because remember, God is not a God of chaos. He is a God of order, decent and in order. So you have 10 thoughts running through your head. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one that says, I'm going to feel good about today. I'm going to feel good about this moment. Don't even start with the day yet, with the moment. Go look out the window. Say, good morning, Lord. Good morning, world. Whatever your source of power is, go look outside in the sunshine and say, thank you. Good morning. How does this affect your life and your business? Because there's not one without the other. They intersect. Just like this, life and business intersects. If your life is out of order, at some place along the way, your business is going to be out of order. If your business is out of order, it's going to affect your life. So when we say the Free Women Project, part of that is not just working on your business. It's also working on your life, working on your thought life, your mindset, because a lot of what goes on in your life stems from your mind. God says you have to always continuously be renewing your mind. Read a book, pick a book. Shoot, pick Dr. Seuss. I love me some Dr. Seuss books. Okay, now we ain't gonna get into Dr. Seuss too far, but read you something that's gonna make you see how it made Vicky laugh.
Yeah, it's some great lessons in Dr. Seuss books, though.
In them green eggs and ham, girl. Them green eggs and ham.
That's it.
And one of my favorites is the places you will go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Think back over your life. Just like the song says, when I look back over my
life. Yeah.
Think back over your life and look at where you've come from. Things may seem like they're out of order and they're not that great right now. Yeah, the world is in chaos right now. But with any chaos comes change. It can't stay that way forever. Joy comes in the morning. And there's going to be some dark nights. There's no way around it. And it just so happens we're just kind of in a dark place right now. But for change to happen, for change to change, it has to be some upheaval. It has to be some going through. It has to be some uncomfortableness. As Mama used to say, you can't stay comfortable all the time. You can't stay comfortable all the time. You won't grow.
Yeah.
You won't grow.
I mean, that's it. And one thing that you said that really stuck out, and even just bringing up Dr. Seuss books, is the simplicity of it all. It's not taking control can be simple if we look at it in that manner and not think that, I have to make a huge change. If you just start just little bit by little bit. For me in this moment, at the beginning of the pandemic, I thought that I was experiencing panic attacks when I had to go out, or if someone did not give me 6 feet. And so maybe the second time I felt that overwhelming sense of stress come over me all at once, I went back to the car and I just had to talk myself down and like, no, this will not take me out. I will not stress out over this. And I just started, asking myself questions. And so for me, in order for me to gain control, to get that control back over my life, I had to just self-evaluate. Vicki, why are you stressing? Vicki, how do you feel right now? God, what do you want for me in this moment right now? And, so for me, the first step to taking back control is that I had to do a self-evaluation, because at that point, I wasn't doing any business. I wasn't thinking about business. I wasn't thinking about teaching. We were still in school at that time. I was not thinking about any of that. I was thinking about, Vicki, you are not going to lose it in this moment because too many people are depending on you. And even more than that, I love Jesus, but I'm not ready to see him quite yet.
I know that's right, Vicki. We want to still be around so that we can see his works that he's performing every day on this side. Okay. When he gets ready for us on the other side, then we'll go. Right now, we want to see the goodness of the glory of him on this side. So, but you're absolutely right, Vicki. You have to take back your control in that moment. You don't look at the totality of everything that you have to do or that's pressing on you. Do that self-evaluation and find that one thing. How do I feel in this moment? And acknowledge how you feel in the moment. Like you said, you didn't feel like teaching. You didn't want to be bothered with any of that. But that's okay. That was okay for that time, because how do you get back to that? You first have to not acknowledge, I don't want to do that right now.
That's it.
And then you acknowledge how you feel. And then you take the next step from there. I guess it's because of our humanness, is how I look at it. It's because of our humanness. We think everything has to be so big and so miraculous, when really the miracle is in keeping it simple.
Right. And then even understanding that in order to take control of your life and your business, you have to understand that you don't have ultimate control. Right. You have to understand that the things that are going on in the world, it's just some things that we cannot control. And so that's really when the serenity prayer comes into place, because we have to understand that you can only control who you are.
That's right.
As much as I won't stand made to do certain things and to act a certain way and, or whatever, I know that I can't control that full grown, strong man.
That's right.
I know that I cannot do that. So guess what? Whenever I started, and look, we ain't even going here, but this gonna bless a wife.
Well, this gonna bless somebody. That's what I was saying. Listen up, y'all.
What God showed me, whenever I found myself saying that Stan may lack something or that he's not giving me something, God said, focus on you. What is it about you? It has nothing to do with him, number one. And are you putting unfair expectations on him?
Say so.
Okay.
Say so.
Are you wanting something from him that only I can give you? And I think when our life gets out of control, it's because of unfair expectations are not real. That's why having a coach is so important. Absolutely. Because we have these grand expectations of our business, but because we're not sitting at the feet of a great coach like a coach Danielle, then we don't know where to start, and so we get overwhelmed and we lose control, and we don't know to go to the left or the right, or up or down or whatever. And so this is what's so great about this grant, because this grant is giving you the opportunity to sit at the feet of the master, so that you can get some control over your life and your business, because she's a fantastic business coach, but she is a heck of a life coach.
Yes.
At the same time.
Bless the people, Vicki, because the people perish for the lack of a vision and a lack of wise counsel.
That's it.
You can only take yourself so far. You don't know what you don't know. When you're just in your space, you're just in your box. You can't see outside of your own frame. And outside of your own frame is where your growth is where your blessing is.
Right.
So why not get a coach who has walked that path that you're trying to walk? Because when you're walking it without wise counsel, you get confused. You get chaotic. You get lost. And then you get overwhelmed. And a lot of times when you get overwhelmed, you stop. You stop.
Yes. Yes.
You do
and that's what we can't afford to do right now. That's why it's so important for those who are out there, whether you're listening live or if you're going to watch, or if you're watching the replay. This is why it's so important that you go to bit.ly/freewomen2020 and apply for this grant, because this is not the time to stop. This is not the time to quit. This is not the time to say that it's not my season. This is not the time to say, maybe not now. No, God says now. God works in the now.
In the now.
He shows up in the now. Now it's some things that you should be doing. And so if you want to get that control back, if you want to feel good about what's going on in your life, if you want to feel like you're accomplishing something and you're going, forward in your life and in your business, then apply so that you can have the resources and the tools that you need in order to move your business forward. Why? Because it's somebody waiting on you. So you can no longer say not now. If not now, when?
When? Because look at where we are. Even though we're in chaotic times, we have time. When in this world will you ever have this much time again? This much free time, this much time at home with your family, this much time to rebirth those dreams that you pushed down for so long. When you have time to do that, time is the equalizer, and it's the one thing. Now that's the one thing you will never get back. After we off this show this morning, we can't go back in time with this show. We got to move forward. And this is blessing someone, because I can feel it in my spirit that somebody needs this. And especially that part about controlling other people. You cannot control other people because they have a mind and free will. Your free will only applies to you.
Yeah.
You have to be, if you want your mate, your business partner, whomever, to make a change because of those those expectations you have placed on them, you be that change. You be that example. If you all are constantly arguing all the time, well, suppose you don't argue anymore. Suppose
Right.
you move forward in a different vein. Suppose
Right.
you may want to argue, but you bite your tongue. Just
Mhm.
bite your tongue, let it slide off your back, and you move in a different light. You'll see they'll start coming along. Little by little, you'll keep moving this way. They'll keep catching up. One
That's
thing,
it.
one thing they say in a relationship, you have to stay salty so that your mate stays thirsty.
I love it.
Stay
I
salty.
love it.
So staying salty is drop them little salt petals. It makes them thirsty. They want to stay. They'll keep up. Same thing in your business. Same.
Mhm.
You have to stay thirsty. How do you ingest that salt? You get you a great coach. Someone that has wise counsel, who has walked that path before you, because they're going to correct you, guide you with those little nuggets that's going to move you forward. That's your salt. That's your salt.
Mhm.
You're going to
Mhm.
need that water in order to make that go down palatable. So if you go to bit.ly/freewomen2020, that's your salt. And that's your salt. And remember, salt is good for a lot of things. It doesn't just run up your blood pressure. It's good for a lot of things. When you have a sore throat, what do you gargle with? Salt and water.
Mhm.
Salt can be your cure.
Yeah.
So you have to stay in your business realm, you have to stay thirsty. So you get a coach who drops that salt for you. And
Yeah.
another thing, y'all, if y'all haven't shared the broadcast on this Sunday morning, share the
Mhm.
broadcast, because
Mhm.
sharing is caring. You may not need it. Heck, you may not even want it. You might just tune in to see what we do, just to be nosy.
Mhm.
We good with that. We fine with them. But
You
share
know,
it with someone else. Bless someone else.
because this is definitely for someone. I mean, I just love, that we're having this conversation because, I know for me, and this may not be for everyone, but I know for me, I had to understand that I'm in a fight.
Mm.
I'm in a fight, whether I want to be in it or not.
Mhm.
I'm in the battle. I'm in the war. Okay. And because of that, I'm like, okay, God, you better give me something to stand on right now. And he said, the kingdom suffereth violence, but the violent taketh it by force. And so, I don't know, it depends on how low you are right now, how
Right.
depressed you are right now, how hopeless you are right now. I don't know to the degree of your issues or your concerns right now. But the lower you are, the deeper you are in that thing, the harder you're going to have to fight, the
Right.
more violent you're going to have to be, because this is not the time to be a tinky winky. This is not the time, to throw in
No.
the white flag or to cry uncle or anything like this. This is the time to say that I will lead and not follow. This is the time to say I will lend and not borrow. This is the time to say I am the head and not the tail. This is the time to say that I can have and be everything that God says that I can be. This is the time to say that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That every tongue that rises against me, it's futile. It will fall.
It
This
will
is the
not.
time
It
to
will not.
say that I have my feet firmly pressed on the neck of the enemy, rendering him useless. He has no control over my life. God reigns supreme, and you have to stand on that. Get your word. It could be one scripture, and I promise you that one scripture can change the trajectory of your life and your business. But first, you have to, borrow my faith right now. Borrow my faith.
Absolutely. Because
I have
we have to
enough
stand
faith
in
for
the gap.
everybody who is watching or will watch to let you know that this too shall pass. This
Absolutely.
too shall pass. Get away from them squares. that's in your circle,
Come on,
eliminate
Vicky.
them, connect with someone, a group of business women who have the same beliefs and values that you have, that's trying to go somewhere. Hey, yes,
It's possible.
we can do this.
It's doable. And if you say, "Oh, I don't know who to connect with," look, you're right here with us. Connect with us. Go to bit.ly/freewomen2020. Connect with us. Going in and filling out that application doesn't cost you anything.
Nothing.
Doesn't cost you anything to fill out the documentation and have a conversation. And in this season, don't become bitter in this season. Become better.
That's it.
Better. This is
That's
your
it.
time. This
That's
is your
it.
season. Become better, not bitter.
That's it. This has been a great conversation. Great Sunday morning to everyone that's tuning in, that will tune in. Make this a great day. You know, have a great day on purpose and in purpose. Understand and realize that if you're here because God has something for you to do. If you're here, that means that he's giving you another opportunity to do some greater works, okay?
And your greater works doesn't have to be like a big Hiroshima bomb. Your greater works could be taking a walk around the yard this morning or this afternoon saying, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for this beautiful day. Now I'm ready to take the next step."
That's it. I think, you know what, before we sign off, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that I'm going to go sit outside and I'm going to have just a few moments of just being grateful.
Yes.
What a great way to take control of your life and your business. It's just thanking God for who he is and for where you are right now in this space and in this time. And so I think I'm going to write down a few things that I'm grateful about.
I think, you know what,
yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
I'm going to go and have patio chronicles early this morning and sit out on the patio with my hat on.
That sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds like taking back control.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, God. Guys, we are going to get out of here on today. We love you. We respect you and we honor you. And we know that you're going to go and be great. Why? Because you are.